Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Buffalo Bills and their rookie quarterback drafted 7th overall, Josh Allen. They match up with Tom Brady in the New England Patriots. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves in New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league. And guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again.
We see Tom Brady as he brings out the New England Patriots. Now, Brady, he had lost 3 straight starts just one time in his career, way back in 2002, and he made sure that it didn't happen a second time, Charles. A statement win last week against the Dolphins.
It certainly was a statement when the Dolphins coming in 3-0, feeling like this is their opportunity to take charge. Remember, if the Dolphins won that game, they're up 3 games in the AFC East in the early going. But Tom Brady said, He is now 15-1 against the Miami Dolphins in his career at home. So he puts up 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, and says, let's go, Pats. Let's get back to being us.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kyle Williams never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To the air, Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Gotta find Van Noy. There he is. There he is.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The New England Patriots coming out to take over the football yet again. And Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game, but it was a 1-2 start for the Patriots. The whispers, the dynasty's over. What's going to happen now? And boom, 38-7 over Miami in what you might call a get-right game.
Yeah, it certainly was a get-right game. And Patriots pretty much set your watch to it, pull up the calendar and go, Patriots struggle a little. Who are they playing? That team's in big trouble. This time it turned out to be Miami. You know, Tom Brady had not lost 3 games in a row since 2002. He had lost 2 in a row this season. Didn't get to that third one, did he?
No.
Played awfully well. Defense played well, just stifled Miami early. And the New England Patriots, we can write a different story about them now, can't we?
Yeah. 2 upcoming home games on the heels of that Miami home game. Indianapolis and then Kansas City. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Right here.
Here we go with Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Bills have recovered. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go! V19! V19!
First down, and they're going to throw without it. That is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On play action, Allen.
Oh, I got tricked by that one.
Going deep for Benjamin. And he's unable to grab it.
Yes.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on.
Gilmore to save that.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything
Figure out
looked
how to
good.
block.
Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though,
Dude, get
the
the
ball
change
just
out.
doesn't want to go where you want it.
Still
And
works
this one winds up no good.
So the Patriots coming out now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Michelle on the dump ball. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. A give. This is Michelle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And somebody...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, CD, a quick look back at week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts. Both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo going to Green Bay? The Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, is Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback. Used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A running play now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They say, never mind.
Now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, that's
Right back to him on 1st down. And a fast footwork by Wright. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action
nice
and throw
kick.
it now because it's wide open.
So you ran over the phone?
Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that
Wait,
might
so you
be the
ran over your
direction they're
phone?
going to go right now.
that fast.
Back-to-back
Wait, how
good
early
plays
was
have
this?
them on the move on 1st down.
Oh, okay. Was this like an hour ago or a couple hours ago?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
For the time
Looks
being,
like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Second half can die.
Remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football.
I gotta go with the safe one.
Goes underneath here to
White,
and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yes, he did.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, fake yourself out and like, wait a minute, did I pick something different? So you come do a certain thing.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's 2 minutes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Oh yeah, I found out how to block a
on the drive.
field goal.
This is 3rd and 7.
But I have not ever attempted done. Yeah, every attempt I've done it with, I've either missed it or not done.
Now it's Brady.
I think it's fast enough.
And pulled down. Trent Murphy in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead
Should I go for the field goal, 56 yards?
Murphy, Charles missed all of last year with that knee injury. Says he feels healthy. He sure looked healthy there.
Had 9 sacks in his last full season in 2016. Can also cover people out of the backfield when they run pass routes. Trent Murphy's an excellent addition.
This offense
converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Hold it.
It's Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I'm going to go for a run.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Do it.
On second down, Michelle.
Yep, you were correct on that part.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Earlier,
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
I almost had a false start.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Who was it? Simon?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I think this is bad, man. Yeah.
Allen now on first down. Incomplete.
Oh, that was so close. So close for, I think it...
Well, while we have a second, I wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom, one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing that they're doing. Sharp look. And how cool would it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has?
It's on halftime
that signifies them as 99s. That's pretty cool.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure.
I have it on
here.
my phone on the NFL app.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And the blitz does come.
Thank you.
It's a Patriots sack. John Simon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Kyle Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
20.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I definitely have to punt this one.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder
okay,
if they're going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Murphy.
Well, definitely didn't control the record.
Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Or that.
Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
I want to finish this game. 2 minutes left in the third.
Panic creep in and affect their play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with Michelle on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that
once I get my first
touchdown. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. no gain. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Has a man, and it's Edelman for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally,
I'm going to see if I could get a
here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be
later.